Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkars Tavern blog. On the screen, I have a post I made on Facebook almost a week ago, and it's gotten a number of reactions, comments, got a share, but I think it isn't just applicable to Facebook in general. It's something that people need to think about when they're using social media in general. But before I even delve into that, there are links on the bottom of the screen, tenkars-tavern.games /humble, takes you to Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle has been doing some short-term uh, bundles that are up for like 2 or 3 days. They're doing that for December, I guess, to get people to jump on stuff, check every day. So check Humble Bundle, see what's up there. They just brought back the Cyberpunk Red. It might be gone by now. I think it went up on Saturday. And of course, tenkars-tavern.games /DTRPG. I should put the Amazon link down there. I'll probably do that later on this week. And of course, speakpipe.com /tavern chat if you want to leave a voice message. But this is actually about fingers, right? Texting, not text, commenting, posting. PSA, public service announcement. If you are trying to join any Facebook group and the group has rules, you must agree to join. So if it says these are the group rules, we only talk about AD&D 1E and 2E. So if you want to come here and discuss Rollmaster, no. And usually repeated violations of the rules will get you removed. You could get suspended. Sometimes it's about language. It could be anything, right? The tavern's number one rule is it's a neutral ground. And I will repeat this ad nauseum. It's not because I don't believe that political issues are not important. It's not I don't believe social issues are. I believe social issues are important. They've got better places to be discussed than in a group that's focused on role-playing games and geek stuff. And the problem with these very passionate topics is that they often go out of control. They spiral. These arguments become personal. But I digress. Many people, when they join a group, do not answer the group's questions. And when I say they don't answer, for example, the OSR group has two main questions. Do you agree to follow the number one question is what games do you from the 70s through 90s, what RPGs or do you or did you play? And the second question is, do you agree to follow the group rules? And I will often see people, as I'm a moderator, say game, rollmaster, and then follow the rules. They leave it blank. They don't enter. Now why is that? Well, because there are some people that just don't want to follow rules. There are sometimes it's a bot, but the bot just puts like random stuff in these sections and just hopes that you're going to go, okay, blah is a game and blah is an answer. Listen, these aren't contracts, right? This is you giving your word that you're going to do the best you can to follow the group rules. I don't know of any admin, any moderator that takes joy in having to remove comments, posts. I certainly don't. I don't take joy in closing threads, but I do that when the conversation is no longer where it was initially focused on, and it starts going off in directions, and people start making personal attacks at what was an argument, maybe, or disagreement. And then you have people who don't follow the rules. And some of them don't follow the rules, and I've noticed this. Hey, I'll name somebody. I'm going to name Dave Nighthawk Simpson, who once bragged that he had, I don't know, 5 different accounts banned from the tavern, specifically because he had that many accounts. And when we get banned, he joined with another one, and it was all to say F you to the rules. So, as an administrator, as a moderator, when you start seeing people abuse the rules and not follow them, I think many of us err on the side of, oh, this account's been here since 2018. No. If you tell the person to cut it out and they keep doing it, it's time for them to go. Now, why is that? Because most of these rules are about conduct. Most of these rules are about what you say. And again, why is that important? Because these aren't free speech platforms. Your Facebook, your Twitter X, your Blue Sky, your Threads, your Instagram, your YouTube channel. These are not free speech platforms. There are restrictions to all of them. So, case in point, I got somebody bitching and complaining that their comments are being removed from the YouTube channel. I don't remove comments from the YouTube channel. I don't. But Facebook, that's right, YouTube does. And what comments does YouTube remove? Well, anything with a link in it is a banned word. But there are other banned words that even I look at stuff that gets removed and I'm like, And it's some stuff that gets removed that it's so offensive, it's not even on the, hey, if you think about looking for it, you could approve it list. No. They find threats of, I saw one today, I hadn't looked in a week, I see one from 5 days ago. It was banned for threat of violence, and I still have no idea what threat of violence was part of that post. I should probably do a video on that. But maybe the whole video will get taken down. But you deceive yourself if you believe that these are free speech platforms. They aren't. Free speech is what the U.S. government guarantees you in forums and platforms that the U.S. government has control over. Just like you're not free to say certain things at your job, your employment. These are private entities. And within that, places like Facebook groups are even more private, right? They are moderated. They are organized. And that's why they have rules. And I tell people, listen, if you are getting fed up by Facebook, because Facebook is a lot of times people pissing in the Cheerios of others because they can, right? I said, hey, listen, if you want to discuss Rollmaster, find a Rollmaster group where the conversation is going to be about Rollmaster. And hopefully it's a group that leaves out real world politicking and social issues. Maybe you want a group about needlepoint. Maybe you want a group about 1930s movies. They're all there. You can find them. But then you got to agree to their rules. If you're going to find a group about 1930 movies, you're not going to be discussing The Matrix. I never understood why people join groups and they don't want to abide by the group's rules, and they're usually pretty light. They aren't really all that horrible, but I know the human condition is I don't want restrictions. Well, social media is full of restrictions. It just is. So don't complain about gatekeeping when your request is declined. And I've had people go, gatekeeping is a great thing. Listen, there is gatekeeping where it's, I denied you because you wouldn't agree to abide by the rules. And it's another to go, Well, I'm keeping you out because I looked at your profile, and even though you agreed to follow the rules, I don't know, man. This is a D&D group, and you talk a lot about vampire and changeling and all those other storyteller games. I don't think they're going to be a good fit. Well, maybe they wanted to talk about 2E, and they wanted to find that group. Well, they abide by the rules. That's the key word, though, right? Because people can say, yes, I'll abide by it, and they don't. Well, if they don't, then there's time to boot them. There's this weird things like, well, I didn't say I'd abide by your rules, so you can't hold them against me. Whether you agree to it or not, you're going to be held by the same rules. It's just a reminder. And if you're not going to say you'll abide by the rules, why should anybody let you in? In any case, there's been times when Facebook has removed comments for reasons that I kind of look at and I go, and not because of spam, even their spam filter is weird, but for violating Facebook's terms of services. I had one idiot a couple of years ago who was making personal attacks about another and started making it about that person's gender, who I tossed from the tavern. No personal attacks. Whatever. But Facebook went a step further and banned them from Facebook. And I was accused of banning this individual from the internet. I didn't. But that's the kind of asshole they are. They probably deserved it. In any case, folks, social media, especially when you're joining a group, is not a free-for-all. Unless the group's rules are, it's a free-for-all. In which case, those are the group's rules. Be civil. That works in 99% of any communities. Real life, virtual, otherwise. Be civil. All right, folks. On that note, Wednesday, there's a live stream. Don't know what special guests we'll have. I'm sure there'll be something. Someone interesting or not. We'll keep you entertained no matter what. And be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. And we'll see where we go from there. I'll catch you all later. Be good.